there are three things you need to do in order to be successful, right? I mean, well, most importantly, you have to know what the best decisions are, and then you have to have the courage to make them. And so when you look at those choices that you have to be able to deal with reality. And if you just view it as a machine and not something that's happening to you that you don't own, I think it helps give you a psychology. It helped me, you know, cause-effect relationship. How does this machine work? It's but anyway, whatever the term is that you're comfortable with, when you realize it is kind of a machine, right? What I mean is, at the end of the day, people have got to have two things. They have to have great character and they have to have great capability in order to make a great organization. And in order to do that, there are times that you're going to have to let somebody you love go. I have another expression, which is pain plus reflection equals progress. So pain sometimes can be a messenger that maybe you're not handling it so well, and that there are lessons in that. An idea meritocracy, and I want to get there through radical truthfulness and radical transparency. So what I mean is that I want a system in which the best ideas win out. And I want to get there through radical truthfulness. In other words, people say what they honestly mean. And radical transparency allows people to see things for themselves.
Really, the two things I want to say are, you got to be the hardest workers in the room. And don't fuck the opportunity up. Instead of telling you what I think you should be doing, or how you could be better, or I thought, well, let me just speak from the heart, speak from my gut, and really not have anything prepared, but just tell you what's worked for me. And maybe some of the stuff that's worked for me might work for you now, currently, presently, as you guys have your goals and ambitions, NBA championship, MVPs in this room, things like that. But then further on down the line, as you guys continue to live your life. The first thing I would just want to say is this idea and this notion that you could be anything you want, and you can accomplish anything you want, right? We hear that. You've heard that from the time you were little boys. You hear that now. You're already incredibly accomplished. You can win an NBA championship, MVP of the league. You could become president. You could become governor. You could be in entertainment. You could do Charles, and you could do Shaq. You could do that. You could do whatever you want to do. You guys know that. The thing that has worked for me is to remember the hard times. So, and I'm sure you guys all have your processes. And again, I'm going to tell you what's worked for me. So before a big movie comes out, before, back in the days when I was wrestling with WWE, a WrestleMania match, anything big that would happen, I would always take a moment. Remember where you came from. Keep that shit in the front of your mind. And when shit goes bad and it goes sideways, a lot of shit does, you're getting booed out of the fucking building, or you're coming through this injury, or people are writing you off. Oh, you guys ain't gonna fucking make it. You know, any of that shit. You gotta keep it in here. And it really has to, it should drive you. It should. It works for me. It should drive you. You got all the talent in the world. It's all here. It's all here. Everybody's the next best thing. Everybody's the thing. Everybody's the best. It's all here. But goddamn, I want to do it better. I'd want to do it better. I don't know how that is, because they even said to me, well, how do you do it better than him? This was in 2006. I said, I don't know. But I do believe there's a better way to do it and a different way to do it. Maybe it's through social media, connectivity, global, I don't know. Let me understand the market, all that. And here I am.
What I have will not keep me on this earth for one more day. I never looked at things as problems. I look at them as opportunities. Maybe that's something I can say. You know, someone, well, she did this, and I was, well, what an opportunity you have. Yeah, well, the world, you know, because they said this and CNN said that. Yeah, well, what an opportunity you have to make a difference. Because you never know who's watching.
Come on.
Are just dreams.
Come on.
And ultimately, they fuel disappointment. On the road to achieving your dreams, you must apply discipline, but more importantly, consistency. Because without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish.